This. All right. How about now? See if that works. Background. So anyway, all right, awesome. So that was Mute City from F-Zero X on the N64. We've added a couple of new things. I've started taking to HitFilm. So I've been learning a little bit of video. Um, not a lot, just enough to sort of put this together. So we've got video this time. I added Butts next to me, and we kind of changed around the scene a little bit. And yeah, I think that's
Yeah, we're trying something New. The song you just heard, Mute City, was a little more towards like the GX GameCube version, um, but it's still recognizable. Once you hear the Super Nintendo version, like, oh yeah, that's Mute City. And
Mhm.
also
Yeah,
got for our setup, the music quality hopefully is a little bit better. We've been practicing and always tweaking the music quality, so hopefully it sounds better. Y'all's ears or in your speakers or however you're listening to us.
yeah.
Sounds great on our end. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good on our end. We're always going to be listening back and improving as we go along. Um, so I think the next one we're going to do, we'll kind of stick in the same vein of the GameCube. Uh, well, that was off of the 64, but the next song we're going to do is from a more popular game off the GameCube. And it's from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which we've actually been playing through on our Thursday streams recently. Have you been enjoying it since we've been playing it?
Uh, I love Wind Waker. Wind Waker's the best. So, yeah, we were doing our long play. We have funny voices. Spence, you've never played through it.
No.
I've
So
played through it. Josh has played through it. Robert Connor of Radiant Collapse recently, or usually joins us, and he recently told us that he has never played through it either. So you've got two blind reactions to Wind Waker, which is, I think, a very underrated game. I really like Wind Waker.
I've enjoyed it so far since we've been playing it, and I know that it got a lot of heat for the cell shaded graphics when it first came out. Maybe it's because I didn't play it at the time it came out and came to it much later in life after, we had things like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So playing those games and now looking back to Wind Waker, it doesn't look that bad to me. So maybe it's just because, I caught it later and but I'm sure at the time a lot of people were very distraught over, oh my God, how could they do this? How could how could they make him a cartoon when we're wanting so much realism?
Yeah.
But you know, anyway, um, but yeah, this is the next one is really going to be from the Dragon Roost Island section of the game, uh, which I don't think we've gotten to that yet.
It's like the
Uh,
first big island you get, first
yeah,
important story show.
I'm just
Hey.
sound checking myself, making sure it sounds okay. Kind of soft. Let's see. Yeah, let's just make sure. Okay.
Perfect.
But what does the yeah, let's see here.
Drop the
Yeah, we got to turn off those. Actually, no, I thought we were
Oh, that's
looking.
right. We're gonna keep them off
Yeah.
because they help with the part.
So, disclaimer, since we're kind of talking about this a little bit, there are only two of us. Um, we are working towards adding more stuff via keyboard, but I'm kind of still experimenting with how to play and then, reach over and do some of the notes over here on the keyboard. I'm getting better at it, but I haven't felt confident enough to do it on stream yet. We do have some backing tracks that cover the instruments that we can't play. Um, so, since Josh isn't here, we're covering bass guitar through that and a couple of other extra auxiliary instruments. But, just so everybody's aware, we do play our own parts, but we have a little bit of help.
play for y'all?
Hmm.
No?
Well, let's see
Like,
here.
like, what did we do? We went to open recent songs. I'm useless for. I've got no.
No, it's okay. Let me try it this way. See what this does.
Turn it down.
No, I've got it midway. Um,
But anyway, I'll talk about Wind Waker. My theory is when the GameCube first came out, there was a trailer that showed Zelda showed Link and Ganon fighting, and it was in a very realistic style, and it was to show off like the power of the GameCube, what you can make, and it looked closer to Twilight Princess. So I think people are mad about Wind Waker because they thought the next Zelda game is going to look like that.
hmm
It's awesome. It's going to be really good graphics. It's going to be very realistic. And then when Wind Waker came out, it was Toon Link. People were very upset at that, which is funny because later on they got Twilight Princess, which I've heard didn't do so good. Like it did okay. I mean, it's a Zelda game, but it only do
which I'm
so good.
surprised about because I loved Twilight Princess. I'm not really sure why it didn't get as much love as it should have.
Yeah,
Um, but uh, and we should play Twilight Princess on
I
the stream.
what did I started to play it. I think on the Wii, and I got to the part in the village where your opening village where like they always give you a mission like go back to the village and do this,
hmm
and I just could not get past it, or I was frustrated by it, or something. The motion controls weren't fun on the Wii, so I was like, I don't know.
What?
Starting a this is another. I'm going to get on my old man rant. Say that um, this is a frustrating thing about technology nowadays. It's so complicated. When something goes wrong, like I've got no idea why.
Well, I think
To be fair, you do have a bunch running on your computer.
I do have a lot running on my computer, but I think I know what it is that has done this, and it is the fact that I'm going to need to move. Um, you
Yeah,
can
you're
hear
fine.
me again now. I'm going to need to move the Focusrite off of the connection that it is currently connected to, because whenever that thing resets, it resets everything. That thing being this little USB hub that I am currently plugged into, and I think it might have accidentally reset itself, and by doing so,
Oh
it
yeah,
kind of bumped all this crap out.
you have to plug Focusrite directly into the laptop.
That's probably what I'm going to have to do next time. But the configuration that we have at the current moment is going to make that a little complicated. So I'm going to have to do a little extra thinking to actually figure out
Boy.
how we would accomplish that.
Also, I came over here at 4 o'clock today. We ran all these songs back to back to back. Not a problem. Not a single problem.
No.
Hey,
Oh, wait. No, they can't hear it. But
they can
that's
hear it.
okay
We can hear
because
it.
I didn't want them to hear it until I knew this thing was going to come back to life. And it looks like it has now. So
Okay.
let's try to bring some life to.
Play it and just tell them it was.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I.
No, I think they'll hear it now. finally something went right.
You know, I love that song. It's such a good song.
It is, and I'm really looking
That's
forward to when we get to that in the stream, which I actually don't know where that is.
next.
I don't really know where that is in the story. And I don't really know how quickly we're going to get to it, or if
Pretty
it's going
quick.
to take a while.
It's not no. Maybe one, two streams will be there. It's right up at the front. That song is also used as the song for the Rito Village in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Hmm.
Uh, and they slow it down. They like make it this nice ballad that's very woodwindsy and flowy. And it's like it's just a great song. Like I don't know who wrote it, but like brought their A game up. They didn't have to go that hard, but they did it for us.
Let's see, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about.
When I played through Wind Waker, I hung out on this is a bang.
They won't hear this. I'm just making sure that we don't have a repeat of the previous
There we go.
incident.
I hear
So,
me.
all right.
Yeah, we're good. We can do.
So the next song that we're going to play is from Super Mario World, which we did a few episodes of that recently,
Yeah.
and we played through. I think we played through some of these levels in Donut Plains, but we would thought we would take a look at a twist on. You know what, McAfee? All right, raise your hand and chat. Let us know how much you hate McAfee security packages or the McAfee security suite that is automatically installed on your computer when you purchase it. Then you try your best to get rid of it, and it decides to pop up and bother you in the middle of your stream, like it did for me right now. Don't you just hate McAfee? I do too. We just had to take a moment and hate on them.
They
Shame on you, McAfee. Okay.
unless they sponsor us, we'll take it all back.
Anyway, we were playing something along the lines of the world. We were looking at the world music in Super Mario World and kind of enjoyed just the regular one from Wandering the Plains, like the first couple of levels. Definitely World 2 for Donut Plains as you're just kind of wandering around on the world map. We thought we would take it uh, and do a little bit of a reggae twist with it. So we want to play some. Oh, no, we don't. Um,
Not yet.
and the reason we don't is because I had that muted.
There we go.
Whoops. We don't need that muted. Otherwise, you guys ain't gonna hear shit. Oh,
Nope, now we don't.
what happened?
Try again. Worked. But it's McAfee.
What? Well, what it is just some experimentation with, we've added more, we've got more cameras, we've got, everything extra. And as we add extra, sometimes we have to learn this the hard way. That's why we're doing this now while we're nobodies and you know, we're fixing all of our mistakes now when it's just, our closest friends and family and our dedicated fans that we love very, very much. We know you guys don't mind seeing some of the trials and tribulations that it goes through because down the road, once we actually get a good pattern going and how we want to do this, then we'll have way less mistakes. That's for sure.
I
But
think I'll talk about the game. I
yeah,
think that Super Mario World A has the best music. I love the music, and I think on balance, definitely the best 2D Mario. Would you say?
Hmm.
Um, it's like the jump from what you did in the regular Nintendo to the Super Nintendo, and like graphics and gameplay. Great.
Hold on. We're going to see if that worked. Yeah, that worked. Okay. Um,
I heard that.
no, they didn't. I
You
muted.
did. Dang it. Oh, you muted him. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want you guys to hear all the blemishes. Um, but long story short, I've learned that I can't trust this USB hub that I have over here because that's what the Focusrite was plugged into. I switched to a different output. So I'm hoping we'll get like some. Hopefully, everybody heard that, and would be great. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. And let's go over here and let's wander through the plains.
That's fun.
All right, that was something. Um,
Kind of got more and more like reggae as we practiced this song. We were like, let's just make it.
Dia Brushman, no, that was actually a different reason that my mic um, crapped out a couple of weeks ago. That was because I had too many programs open that I shouldn't have had open because they were trying to compete for control over my microphone with Discord. And every few minutes, they would grab control of my microphone away from Discord, and that's when I would cut out. Um, that it was really a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have had all that stuff open.
Oh, can I give a drum lesson?
Sure.
So, all right. So, reggae, I'm not a reggae expert, but I can tell you that the fun thing about reggae is that they took, normally you would play your bass drum on beat one to let everybody know that here's a new measure, and your snares on beat two and four, that's like your backbeat. That reggae, they took the bass drum, no, excuse me, they took the snare and moved it to beat one. So the snare and the bass play together. Kind of sounds like the Braves. I'm an octave.
It does.
Um, and you were supposed to fill in between there because the guitar has the downbeat as like the beginning of the measure. So everything is moved over for the drums. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. But I tried to play that with Wandering Plains, and it didn't sound good. So I kind of modified it, get a little more in line with like what people would expect to hear. But true reggae is all the drums played on beat 2 and 4. Leave 1 and 3 open for everybody else.
I gotcha.
Fun little lesson for them.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad I got a little education on that because I'd always wondered a little bit about how reggae was decided, in terms of who plays on what beat. I find that very fascinating.
Yeah, I think because the guitar has the chords, they're on the downbeat. You want to hear those chords, but you still need the drums to play a backbeat. So they just moved everything to the backbeat, which is beats 2 and beat 4. This is getting into weird music theory stuff, but just know that they took the drums and smushed them over so they could make room for the guitar and the bass. Reggae music.
So the next song that we're going to do from you guys actually has a sequel coming up soon. Actually,
Oh,
it's
exciting.
already out on Steam. It's Hades. We played this before. We've decided that to kind of help get some of these shows to you guys faster, now that we've gotten several songs that we've worked up, we can now start repeating a few of them that we haven't done in a while and play it for you guys so that you can enjoy it. This is not from the sequel, this is from the first 80s, and it is going to be focused on the second world that you traverse, Asphodel. And see if I can give Butts a little guide here. First things first, since we've had so many issues, we're going to test.
Yeah, test it out.
The test succeeded.
Hooray!
Butts, give me a drum hit. Hooray. Okay. So yeah, we're going to play through Asphodel for you guys that we've already played before, and we hope that you enjoy it. Right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us for the night. Um, Especially getting out while the getting's good, since we've had so many technical difficulties. And I'll be going back to the drawing board to kind of review and organize this USB situation a little better. You got anything, Dan?
No, just thank you for joining us. We enjoy putting on these concerts and taking your favorite video game music and showing that like human people can play it. I think there's some value in all this world of like automation and AI and stuff being like, no, 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 here's people playing instruments and enjoying
Hmm.
music. So yes, there's some technical difficulties and maybe it didn't sound exactly perfect, but like that's the point. And we enjoy playing and expressing ourselves with this music because it's great music.
Hmm. That it is. Well, as always, we are Riff Arcade, uh, music, comedy, streaming channel. We stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And we do music sometimes, mostly on Sundays, because that's the best time that we can get together. Sometimes we do it on Fridays. It just kind of depends, but we keep everybody in the loop. I don't really know what we're playing this coming. I guess we're gonna play Wind Waker on Thursday. What are you playing on Wednesday?
I'm still doing Mass Effect 2. We just started, so if you want to jump in at the beginning of a playthrough, that was a good time to do it. Wednesdays at 8, me and my lovely wife Rachel will play Mass Effect 2. Josh is streaming on Tuesdays, and he is doing Subnautica,
Hmm.
which is a good game. I'm
That's a
playing that
very
on
good
my own
game.
time.
Yeah, yeah. So check that out. Starting on Tuesday this week. And we thank you all for coming out to join us as we play some of our favorite video game music. And we'll see you later on down the road on Riff Arcade. Come on, damn it.